I know you're going to buy into that, but I'm just saying, do they look invincible to you? They did for a while to me. Home and road, they looked invincible.
Before they got to Dallas,
Okay?
they did look invincible.
So guess who visits this Sunday in the late afternoon game? Pittsburgh Steelers. Is it possible that their breakthrough against New England will give them a springboard to New Orleans? Is it possible that they would outgun Drew Brees on his home turf when he's lost a little confidence and you now have the blueprint for how to stop their offense? Is it possible?
It's possible.
Okay, they're going to open up like 6.5, 7-point underdogs at New Orleans. But do I really trust Drew Brees and company? I don't know. I haven't seen firepower. I haven't seen explosive. And to your point, once you take that one receiver away, really? Is Benjamin Watson enough to get you home? Are they invincible? Could I see Dallas going to New Orleans and winning a playoff game? You better believe I could, because they definitely, they invented the blueprint. They drew it up to start with.
But
they match up with
You
New
keep
Orleans.
talking about Dallas and their 5-game winning streak. Every game that they won by was about one possession. So you can't feel good about that.
All right, like in one game, we're gonna go into this deeply here pretty soon. But in the one game, the second game against Philly at Jerry World, they were awful and they were dominatingly great, right?
Right.
Okay, so I don't know what to do with that. I lean more toward the dominating great.
But here's the thing that happens to you in the playoffs. If you're ever awful early, you get blown out.
Okay.
The game's over. The momentum swells so quickly that you don't get a chance to be great late.
Although my quarterback, Dak Prescott, in his very first rookie year playoff game, fell behind 21-3 at home. And then what happened?
They lost.
They didn't lose. They tied.
They lost.
But they got all the way back to a tie game. Am I right? It was 31 all. How do you do that? Well, you just made a case. If you get behind early, you're dead in the playoffs. My team was not dead because my quarterback threw a party on Green Bay's defense. He threw for 303 touchdowns.
But here's the thing.
That's my quarterback who can't throw.
Skip, you were at home. You're going to be on the road if you face New Orleans. So let me get this straight. You go down 21-3 in the Dome. You coming back to tie that game.
Nope, you're not in that game.
Exactly.
But did they go down 21-3 to Drew Brees at home on Thursday night? They did not.
Look.
They took the lead.
If you follow the NFL closely enough, over the course of time, you're going to look at teams. Someone's going to go on and win the Super Bowl. But you're going to look back and they had a crushing, debilitating loss. And you're like, I don't know how this team overcomes that.
Okay.
That's
what's been happening this year.
But you don't normally have 5 of those, Skip Bayless, like the Dallas Cowboys. You don't get blanked. You don't get beat by the Titans. You don't get beat by Seattle. You don't get all the Washington.
Were those not all pre-Amari Cooper? Right?
You had Amari Cooper. You had the hottest guy in football. You got a guy hotter than fish grease. They say he running white hot, Jen. That's what they say. Now, you know when something get white hot, you been cooking that thing a long time. You got Skip says Zeke Elliott is the best running back in football. That's what Skip tells me every single day.
He still is. Well, wait a second. I don't tell you that. The stats scream it. Who's leading the league in rushing right now? Help me out.
So let me ask you a question.
Who's leading the league? I want to know. Who's your researcher tell you?
Zeke's
leading. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But let me ask you a question.
Case closed.
You rather have yards or points? Because Todd Gurley got 18, 19 touchdowns. Okay.
Do you like the Rams?
Whoa,
are you betting on the Rams?
Because I'm not. It's my time to talk.
Wait, are the Rams not 3-3 in their last 6 games? What about that Rams quarterback? You love it?
Even at
16 turnovers in the last 6 games? Really?
Even at 3-3, their record is they're still, what, 4 or 5 games clear of you guys? Okay, so now, and you got Dak Prescott hot. You scored 0 points.
Okay. Yep.
What am I supposed to do with that? How in today's game do you score 0?
They didn't need the game. They didn't care about it.
Oh, now they don't need the game.
They didn't show up.
Now they
I
don't
told
need
you yesterday they did not show up.
That's not what you told me on Friday.
Guess what? When they really needed to rise and shine against Drew Brees, guess what Drew Brees was on 3rd down at Dallas on that Thursday night? He was 3 for 11. You don't think my defense could hang in with Drew Brees in the Superdome? I think my team could.
But it's funny that you said they didn't need the game, because you told me, I read your tweet. The Dallas
Somebody's creeping again.
JD.
Wait, which burner account do you follow me on? I need to know which burner account. What's your alias? What is your alias?
How about?
Wait, it must be Unk.
Cowboys.
What was your number? 84. Unk 84. Look it up. Is it Unk 84? Is that a burner account? It's got to be.
A tweet from Skip Bayless. Cowboys will win this game because they're a little better than Andrew Luck and the Colts. Now they didn't need the game. Now, that's what he tweeted. You tweeted they were going to win.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, they lose.
I also
they lose
told
the game.
you on Friday's show, did I not tell you? They don't really need this game.
No,
That's how they play.
But you also told me that you're glad that the Colts won this game because the Cowboys needed to respect the Colts because they know now the Colts can beat them.
Okay.
Now they lose, they didn't need the game.
So let's go through the best teams in the NFL. All of them, according to the Hall of Fame, are better than the Dallas Cowboys. Let's start with those Rams, and we just talked about 3-3 in their last 6. Their defense ranks 20th in the NFL in points allowed. You love that? You love that?
Your offense ranked 25th in points scored. You like that?
Okay.
You like that?
My Cowboys defense ranks 4th in points allowed.
Dude, but here's the thing, though, Skip. Your Cowboys do not take the ball away and convert them to points. So what good is it if your offense can't score if you get a short field?
Okay.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
the Houston Texans had won 9 straight games, and all of a sudden I look up and they lose to Andrew Luck and the Colts at home 2 weeks ago, 24-21.
Okay.
And I didn't love it for their sake because if you look back at their 9 in a row, we don't have time to go through every game, but it wasn't all that impressive. No big-time opponent, no big test, no big road game.
But your 5-game winning streak was impressive.
Okay, well, I'm just saying these are the Texans, and then they went up to the Jets on Saturday, and
they won.
They trailed by, what was it, 22-19 with 5 minutes left?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't an overwhelming, dominating performance by the Houston Texans.
So I'm just make sure I'm hearing you correctly. You beat Philadelphia twice, who's sub 500, who's sub 500. You beat Atlanta.
They're not sub 500. They're 500 now because Nick Foles. I'm glad Nick Foles didn't play against the Cowboys, or I would have been sunk.
Okay, they're 500. Atlanta, sub 500. Washington, what are they? So now,
7-7.
but you feeling good, but you want to talk about the Rams that are 3-3 over the last 5 games? I mean, last 6 games?
Let me keep going let's go back to the NFC. Chicago Bears. Do I respect them? You better believe I do.
Y'all wouldn't move the ball.
That defense is